Hi, and welcome back to my take on how to play the scales all over the fretboard. Alright, by now you should have gone through all of the 6 steps, and we're up to our final step now. So if you haven't, you've somehow stumbled onto this video, I would encourage you to go back to my first video, the introduction of this approach, and take it through, because I can guarantee you it will work for you if you're having troubles with trying to memorize your scales at the moment. So those of you that have gone through the 6 steps, we're up to our last step, which is really good. So the last step, let me have a look at my notes, is the 6th degree of the scale. Now in the key of G major, the 6th degree we find is 1 is G, 2 is A, 3 is B, 4 is C, 5 is D, we're up to 5, 6 is E, 7 is F sharp, and then we're back to our root note. So we're talking about the 6th degree here, which in this case is E. So once again, have a look at your notes, because that'll give you the exercise, and it's basically what you're playing now is the G major scale without any missing holes in it. But yeah, play the exercise through so you can see how this note interacts with the others. And we can see here with our root note and with our 6 or the E note, it's diagonally across and we're down 2 strings. So we've got the G on the 3rd fret on the E, and then the E sits here on the 2nd fret on the D string. Notice we've also got an E on our low E string. So seeing how all these different notes interact with each other is the key to this process, and seeing how not just in this position but all over the neck too, and being able to connect the dots and be able to play through all of these intervals. And hopefully once you've memorized this 7th position, you won't just see a box shape, or whatever the heck it is. I need to learn my box shapes again. You won't just see a box shape or a pattern. You will see intervals on the G major scale, and you'll be able to pull these things out. My next couple of lessons will be showing you how the chord structure, and especially our bar chords, work in really well, and how we can modify these chords by just changing 1 or 2 notes to give us a different chord, as you saw with the major 7 chord. By adding our 7th degree of the scale to our major triad, we get a major 7 chord, and that really opens up a whole nother bunch of videos where we can basically throw away our chord book. And I've got chord books that thick that I used to refer to back, and when I found a chord in a song, I go, oh, I don't know how to go. I'd go to my chord book and look this thing up. But with this approach, you can, if you know how the chords are made up by our major triads, or how do we get a minor chord out of what we already know out of our major triad, we can do that because we've got the knowledge of where our 6th degree of the scale, or our major 30s, or our 4th, or our 5th, or our 7, or even all of those notes. We know where they are now by memorizing this process. So hopefully that's opened up this whole 7-step process has opened up some new things and new ideas for your playing, and is helping you with your improvisation. So I'd like to encourage you. I'm going to be posting some more videos. I'll definitely be doing one on chord construction and how that interacts with this whole idea, and hopefully open up those chord voicings for you so you can see how all these chords can be played, not just in the standard old shapes, but how they can be played all over the fretboard by using this idea of seeing our intervals and how they interact with the notes on the scale and on the fretboard. I'll also be doing things on modifying our scales. So once we've learnt the major scale, all we've got to do to get our other scales is modify those slightly, and we're there. So it's really easy. Going into modes is a really easy step after this. So I encourage you to check out these other videos once we've got them up and running, and hopefully this has been helpful to you. If it has, please give me some feedback and say it's been helpful. If it hasn't, also send me some comments or some emails to let me know how we can improve this process. Let's improve this process together so it's So it's not a mystery for people, and we can all be better musicians and sharpen each other with our art and our craft. So yeah, if you got any questions, feel free to send me an email. Thanks.